This is cozy, isn't it? It's very nice. I feel like I'm sat in my living room just having a little chat. I'm Ollie, and I'd like to share with you my testimony. Oh, and by the way, if you didn't know, a testimony is just a short story that someone tells about how good God is. So God has done something in their life, has changed them in some way, and they just want to testify about how good God is. My story starts when I was just 6 years old. Now, I know what you're thinking. He's not 6 now. This happened a long, long time ago. And you're right, I am very old. How old, I hear you say? Well, it's rude to ask, so I'm not going to tell you. So, I was 6 and I was at a church weekend away. So I'd gone away with the rest of my church, with my mum, my dad and my brother, because my family had always been part of a church. And when I got there, I realised there was a swimming pool. This was like a massive house we were staying in, and it had a pool in the back garden. The closest thing I have in my garden is a puddle. Swimming pool in the back garden. This was awesome. So, needless to say, I was excited about the swimming pool. So I jumped in the swimming pool, got hold of the biggest beach ball that I could find, and headed straight for the deep end. But when I got to the deep end, the beach ball slipped out from underneath my arms. So the beach ball slips out, and the next thing I know, I'm panicking, I can't touch the bottom, and I'm like, I'm gonna die! Now, of course, my parents are sat at the side of the swimming pool. They're fairly responsible, and they see me flailing and drowning. What did they do? Hello, hello, yes, very good, son. That's right, friends. I was drowning and my parents sat on the side just waving. They thought I was waving. I was doing this, trying to scream for help, and they thought I was waving. Thankfully, one of the young people from the church realised I wasn't waving, swam up to me and dragged me to the edge of the pool, saving my life. Anyway, after my ordeal, I dried off and I calmed down, and that evening then we had this guest speaker. And he was talking about making a personal decision to follow Jesus. So not your family's decision, not your friend's decision, but you personally making a decision that do you want to follow Jesus? I knew a lot about Jesus. I'd been to church for a lot of my life, although I didn't really like it. So don't forget, I just had this crazy experience at the swimming pool where I'd nearly drowned. And I thought about it and I thought, what if I had drowned today and I'd missed the chance to make my own decision about Jesus? It was at that moment in my life where I decided that I wanted to make a decision to follow Jesus and try to live life as he would have me live it. What was really cool is the guest speaker was talking about this idea that when we make a decision to follow Jesus, it's like Jesus comes and lives with us. He does life alongside us. And I remember as I prayed that prayer to Jesus and said, Jesus, I want to try and live life your way, I had this really warm feeling inside my chest, like there was this heat inside my chest. And I know it's a little bit strange, but I just knew that it meant that God was with me. I don't always have a warm feeling in my chest or this weird sensation, but I know that God is with me. Even though it happened a long, long time ago and I'm really old, I have been able to say that throughout my life, God has been with me. I've gotten to know Jesus so much better since nearly drowning in a pool. It's changed my life, knowing who Jesus is. What I hope is that you don't have to nearly drown to think about Jesus for yourself. Look, he's waving.